Good evening. Welcome to another Thursday edition of Enigma and FX Mastery. Good evening. Welcome to another Thursday edition of En- I could hear myself. Okay. Hi. Hi. How are you? How are you? I hope you're well. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for tuning in today. Today is going to be another wonderful session. I hope you're ready. You got your pens and papers, and let's start. Okay, so today we're gonna go through as usual Enigma first, and then we'll go through some price action as well. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me invite a couple of people to join us. Let's invite a couple of people to join us. All right. Just trying to get some people to join us, and then we can begin. This week has been fantastic. Really enjoyed this week so far, and I hope you have as well. Um, let's go through some trades that I have taken this week with Enigma. But before we do that, again, let me give you some tips and tricks. Okay, let me give you some tips and tricks on using Enigma for directional bias. Okay, this is just for directional bias. All right. So by now, I think most of you have your Enigma indicator with you, right? Which you have it on trading view, so you can see what I see. Now let's strip this chart down. Okay, let's strip this chart down. And create a group and then hide everything. Okay, we've stripped that chart down and we have a bear chart. All right, now I want you to put your time frame on 1 hour and then turn Enigma on. Okay, I want to turn Enigma on. How do you use Enigma for how do you use Enigma for directional bias? Right? How do you use Enigma for directional bias? And this is something I intentionally let initially it wasn't part of it, but I intentionally let them put that on because I saw something when I was just staring at the screen with Enigma on, right? If you just stare at the screen, something should jump to your face. Okay, what do you see? If I leave it like that, what do you see? Something should jump at you by staring at the charts. Okay? By staring at the charts, something should jump at you. What do you see? I know it's a rhetorical question, but I want you to think. Okay, there is something going on in here that can help you determine price direction, just price direction. Okay, no entry, no exits, just price direction. I want you to pay attention to the red and the blue lines that you see. Big candles. I want you to pay attention to the red and blue lines that you see. Okay. When I was using initially, right, when I was using Enigma, this is what jumped at me, and it helped me with my already I know the direction, but it also helped confirm which direction I'm expecting price to go. So take notice that you you will have blue. Sorry, let's start from here. So we had red, 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 red. What is that telling you? Price is bearish, right? And then we had a blue, and then we had a red again, and then a red. What's that telling you? Price is bearish. And then all of a sudden we have a blue, 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 blue. What is that telling you? Price is bullish. And then we had a red, and then 2 days ago we had a blue, and then I think today we had a blue. Okay. Now what that is telling you, and that's what I saw initially, was that you can use the just the red and blue things that you see on your chart. You can use it to confirm the direction that you're supposed to be trading in. So when it gives you red, and it gives you red, and you can see what price is doing, you can just continue selling until you get a blue, and then you stop. Okay. And then when you get a blue, you buy until you get a red, and then you sell until you get blue. You buy, you buy, you buy until you get red, and then when you get blue, you buy, you buy, just for directional bias. Okay, so that you can see where price is going. So most of the time, I'm gonna change it to a different chart. Most of the time, you will see that it will change from giving you sells, 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 but by staring at just the screen and these lines, okay, you should see how sometimes it will change from red to blue. Okay, so when you see that, is if you understand price direction, right, it should tell you where price is going to, especially if you know a bit of institutional flow or trend. Okay, so let me put it on this pair and then show you how it gave blue. Start from here, red, 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 and then it gave a blue here. And then once it gave a blue, price went up. It gave a blue, price went up. It gave a blue, price went up. Blue, blue, and then all of a sudden a red. And then since we got a red, 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 so maybe tomorrow, which I think is gonna do, is gonna give you a blue. And then once it gives you a blue, you start buying, buying until it gives you a red. Okay, that's just one simple way of just using Enigma for directional bias by focusing on the uh, highlighted big, bold, red and blue horizontal line. Okay. I hope that makes sense. So if I put it on any chart, you will see. Give me 1 second. If I put it on any chart, you will see how it changes from red to blue and blue to red. So it went from blue, 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 and then all of a sudden a red, and then a red, and then we had a blue, and since then, blue. Today's price action, blue, and then maybe tomorrow, a blue. Okay. Let's go to another pair. So we had a red, and then a blue, and then a blue. If you squeeze out, you see that same thing. So we had, start from here, blue, red, blue buy, blue buy, blue buy, and then a red. So red sell, 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 and then we had a blue, and one blue buy, and then today's blue. All right. So if you're an Enigma user, you can use these red and blue lines to, just help determine your price direction. Okay, it's not confirmation, but by just viewing at it on the chart, it gives you some form of um, a directional bias. If you really understand price, you will see what I'm talking about. Okay, in terms of trending. So if I know price is gonna go down, like I knew from here last week, so price went up, and I knew we were gonna go down. So this very day, as soon as it gave me a red, I knew we were gonna come down here. And most of you in those of you that are in elevated FX, if you check my the liquidity pool channel, okay, the liquidity pool channel, last week I posted a chart on this one to focus on here. That's where price is gonna come. Okay, and that's what price did. This week, same thing. I've posted another one to watch that price is gonna come down here. Let's go to New Zealand. Same thing happened last week. Right here, I posted to watch this low. That price is gonna come and sweep this low. If you follow the direction, once this one gave that red, it was pointing that they're gonna come and attack this low. Let's go into this one. This is another one I shared this week. I think it was yesterday. Price was here, right? And I said they should come and attack this low, right? This low. Down it goes. All right. So for those of you that are in EFX, okay, pay attention to that channel that I've created, because I've created it purposely for you guys. I'm pointing to you where price is going. All right. So if you focus on that, price is always mostly gonna go in that direction. This week on Monday, I'm gonna go through some price action that will help you understand why I'm pointing to these targets. Okay. Let me show you one more. I think it was in this one. Yep. Yesterday. Let's put Enigma on. That's not Enigma, is it? That's not Enigma, is it? There you go. It's going the hourly. All right. Yesterday you saw me posting this one as well to target here. Okay. And price did that. So pay attention to that channel that I've created. I have done it for you guys. Okay. But today, this is what I wanted to show you on Enigma. Okay. If you focus on let's zoom out. If you focus on the red and then the blue, you will see exactly what price is trying to achieve. All right. It's very simple. Don't complicate it. If you see a red when we are trending down, focus on selling. If you see a blue and we are trending up, focus on buying. That's all it is. All right. And if you are in EFX, if you just look in the liquidity pool channel, most of the time I'm showing you where to focus on or where to focus your price direction. All right, that's another tool to help you with your trading. All right. So that's all I have for you for today in terms of how to maximize your usability on Enigma. Next week I will come up with another one to help you, but this week this is what I want to show you. All right. So now let's turn Enigma off and go into FX Mastery and show you a couple of things. Let's remove that. Let's remove that. There we go. Okay, so we have a row chart. Okay. Today I'm gonna show you something. This is a good book. If you can get it, buy it and read it. How I Made $1 Million Trading Commodities by Larry Williams. If you can get hold of it, okay, get it, because it's gonna be a very good book for you. How do you determine price direction on the chart? How do you determine price direction on your high time frame? Price is always gonna be inside some form of a range. Okay, price is always gonna be inside some form of a range. Oh, that's not a nice drawing. All right, so that's a swing high, that's a swing low. Price is always gonna be inside some form of a range. What do I mean by range? There's always going to be an impulse leg, whether up or down. All right. If you understand the range, then what you need to do is find the last up candle, and I'm talking about the high time frame, so from daily to monthly. You want to find the last up candle or inside the swing that's on the upside. You want to find where price left like this. Okay, up here you want to find where price left like this. So it does not matter whether it's an up candle, this candle here, it does not matter whether it's an up candle or a down candle. You want to find where price left like this, right? Sometimes this one can be, on my chart, you will see that it's a blue candle, and then this one is a black candle. Or this can be a black candle and that can be a black candle. It does not matter. All right. On the downside, you want to find the same thing, but the opposite. You want to find this. So this one can be a down candle and this one being the up candle, or this one can be a an up candle and an up candle. Okay. Either this one being a down candle or it can be an up candle. It does not matter down here, but it has to be in a swing. So you focusing on these two or this specific price action here. You want the next candle closing above the previous candle. On here, you want to see the this candle, this one closing below that one. That's your main focus. Okay. Now, once you have that, if you're able to determine the range and you have that, you want to be trading. It's like a sort of a ping pong. You want, if price is going, depending on the trend, if price is bearish, right? If price is bearish and you see this formation down here, price is bearish, we're going down, right? And then you see this formation down here, you want to identify that formation up there and you want to trade to that. Okay. And then once it gets there, you want to look for a sell back down in a trending environment. Okay. We are talking about a trending environment. So let's see if I can shift this. There you go. Say price is dropping like this, right? When it forms a low, and that low I've just showed you what kind of low you're looking for. You're looking for something like this to form, down candle or an up candle that the next candle closes above. As soon as you see that, immediately identify that same thing up here. So up there should be something like this, and then you mark out, you're gonna highlight this low. Okay, you're gonna highlight that low and you want to trade to that one. Say this is where this one formed, you want to trade to that, and then once we get there, you want to start looking for reasons for price to go down. Okay, and then the vice versa is true for when price is also going up. Okay. When price is going up, you want to do the same thing. If we form a swing high, something like this, you want to look down, identify your down candle. You want to trade short to come down here, and then expect price to reject and continue going up. When you are trading on the higher time frame, you, depending on the direction that price is going, always remember that the higher time frame direction can stay in that direction until something major happens and then price will change direction. If not, you want to stick with the trend that you're seeing on the higher time frame. Most of the time people get caught in the lower time frame and then they're gonna be selling, forgetting that we are in an uptrend, and then they'll get here and then price will go up and then they'll keep selling and then price will keep going up. So always keep in mind what I've just showed you here, because in my experience, this is where in the past I got hurt quite a lot. Right, I got hurt quite a lot because I'll get caught in the lower time frame and then I'll keep selling, and even when price gets here, because I'm so caught up in the sell, I'm looking for it to go down. Okay, you should be able to rewatch it. Okay, even when price is coming down here, I'm still expecting it to go down without paying attention to this, and then what will end up happening is it will just keep doing this, and then it will pop up and then it'll start going up, and then I'll get caught in that sell mindset, and then I'll just sell, and then it will go against me. Either I close the trade or sometimes I'll leave it to see whether it's going to come back, and then it'll get to maybe taking out this side and I'll be like, okay, I don't think this is going to come back down, and then I'll close the trade. All right. So I want you to pay attention to this because if you're trading, sometimes this might have happened to you and you have no idea why price was doing that. Okay, now let's go to the chart and I'll show you some examples. And let's go to the weekly. There you go. Say this one, swing low. Notice that this candle, this does not close above it. Okay, this closes above this. So this is the candle I was talking about. All right. And then on the upside, this is the candle I was talking about. This is the candle that this one closes below. This is the candle that that one closes above. So once you see this, okay, once you see this, right, you look down and then you find this one and then you trade to that. Yes, on GU as well, on the daily, but this one is on the weekly. I'm showing you why, because in the group, if you are in the group, I did share a directional bias this week. That's why I'm bringing your attention to this. Okay, I did share a directional bias on this pair this week. That's why I'm bringing your attention to it. We had price form this 1, 2, and then this candle closes down. Notice that this candle here closes below that. As soon as you see that, you're gonna go and find the opposing side of that same kind of candle. So we have this closing below, sorry, this one closing below that. We look down, we see that this one closes, that one closes above this in a swing. Okay, always in the swing. So we expect price to trade down to this. All right. That's why I was expecting price to come down this week on this. Yes, it did come down, and obviously there's more to it. But for now, I want you to start thinking. Once you see that, you want to find the opposing side of it. So let's go to GU. Go into the daily and then show you. I'm gonna remove this so you can see it. So on GU we have this, all right, and on the downside, notice that nothing happened here, nothing happened there, it happened right there, here. Price straight back down, and then it's heading for this. Okay, it's heading for that one. So you can say on your lower time frame, there's a probability that price can come and hit this one and then go down again. All right, that's why I'm targeting this low. So when I started, you saw I had this thing here. Why am I expecting that? Because we are pulling back into this and then it should go back down again. Same thing happened last week. This was the one I shared last week. So last week, if you had this, that one closed below, right? So I'm going to highlight this candle right there. And then this, sorry, that one closed above that. So we had this one right there. And then we traded to that. And then as soon as we did, what did price do? Boom, price reversed, and then it came back down, attacked this low. Okay, let's point you to another example. So up here we had this one, and that one. All right, so this close below that. Use this, and I'll highlight that. Down here we have this candle, not the down one, this one that closes above that. So we highlight this one. And then notice after we did that, where did price trade to? That one there. Okay, so once you see that confirmation, you trade to this. So that will give you a clue as to where price is going, right? And then if you put Enigma on, right? If you put Enigma on after this candle closes, you will see that it will give you that green, that blue bars, and then it will lead you, or the price, the signals will lead you up here. And once you get there, you stop. Okay, and you can do it on all time frames. So you can pick any pair, euro. Okay, so for example, euro right now, we want to see where price might potentially trade to, right? Is this a swing? Yes, we took out this high. So there's a high probability that euro might trade to this level right there, because we have this candle higher than that one. So I consider that as a swing or engulfing. So price will potentially trade to that. So Enigma should tomorrow, if I put Enigma on the 1 hour time frame, you'll see it's not gonna give me the blue yet. Okay, it's still red, so it give me a blue tomorrow, or it should give me a blue tomorrow. Okay, let's go back to the daily. Let's hide Enigma. Let's go to the monthly, and then show you the same thing happens on the monthly. So on the monthly, we have this candle, that one closes below. Right, so where is it going to go to? Well, we look down, we want to identify a swing with a down and up candle closing above. So right there. Right there. So that's where I'm expecting on the monthly time frame. I'm expecting price to go to, because we move from one to the other. That's mostly what price is doing. It's moving from one to the other. All right. Let's go to this one. Look up here. We had this closing below that one. Okay. And once we did that, where did price go? Here. That's the one that price closed above in a swing. So that's where price came to. And you can see how amazing it has been to the downside. Okay. So let's play devil's advocate. All right. Let's say at the end of this month, I'm going to draw the candle. At the end of this month, price will, I'm not saying it's going to do it, but let's say price goes all the way up and closes above this one. So we have, let's change this to blue. make it bold. There you go. Say at the end of this month we have a candle like this. Yeah. Right, it's okay. Say we have a candle like this and it closes above this candle. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna look up and then find a swing where price closed. So this one here, 1 2 3, that's a swing. This is the candle that we closed below. So I'll be interested in price coming up here. So if this candle closes as it is, then I'll be expecting price to continue going up, to go up here. This is how sometimes, not all the time, sometimes I use my directional, I identify my directional bias. Okay, when I'm looking for where should price supposed to be going, this is how sometimes, not all the time, sometimes I use to identify my directional bias. So easy. Once you understand it, it's gonna be very easy to do. So here we have 1 2 3 swing. This closes down. So we have this candle as an interesting candle. Okay, we have that as an interesting candle. We look down. Where is it supposed to go? Well, we have this one closing above that. So, yeah, big one. So this is where I anticipated them to come to, right there and below. All right. I'm gonna keep doing it so that you can see it because I want you to see it. Okay, let's go back. This is recent one. Pay attention. We have this candle closing above that one. Okay, so we have that right there. Swing low. Okay, where is price gonna go? We look up, we find swing high. This closes below that. We're interested in price coming to this candle right there, and then down it goes. So where do you think this one is gonna go? Down here. So for long term, Eurosy, that's where it's gonna go. For now, it's just pulling back. Let's drop down to the weekly and then see what the weekly is up to. So on the weekly, we have same thing happening here. So this is gonna lead to why when I came onto this chart, you saw me that I had a buy idea on this one, right? I think it's hidden. Yeah, I'll show you. Okay, I'll show you why I had the buy idea. So we had price closing above it right there. So where do you think it's gonna go? When we look up, we find a swing high. This is the last candle that we closed below. So I'm gonna highlight this. And then I'm gonna turn this thing on. Oh, not that. Where is it gone? There it is. So if I drop down to the lower time frame, you understand why I took the buy that I took this week. Okay, and I'm expecting price to go up here. If I understand that we should see price come somewhere up in here, then this is a good buy. All right, let's hide this one again. Let's go back to the higher time frame. So you can use it on any time frame. I'll recommend on the daily and up. Don't use it on the lower time frame. Lower time frame, you're gonna get lots of swing lows and lots of swing highs. That's not what you're doing. I want you to use it on the weekly and the monthly, daily, weekly, monthly, and you'll be fine. Especially if you use it on the daily. Most of the time, daily is good if we are in a really good trend. Okay, the daily is good if we are on a good trending market. So, for example, somewhere in here, like this. Okay, when we are trending like this, it's very good to use it because once you see the high forming, you look down, find a low. Chances are they're gonna trade there, right? So here, if you look, you see lots of examples. Price trades down to this prior to the move up. It goes up. It forms another close. It comes back down. It didn't quite get to this, and then it went back up. It closes. It comes back down. Goes back up again. It closes. Comes right back down, and then it goes back up again. Where does it go? This one, and it comes right back down. Right. So if you follow it, you will see it's the same thing happened today, right? From a low, we close. Where is it gonna go? That one right there. Okay. So by just understanding swing highs and swing lows on the high time frame, it gives you context as to the storyline on the high time frame, what price is supposed to do. It's going to let me cut this one off so you can see it. This candle, that one closes below. Next one opens, it comes right back up to this. Where do you think price is gonna go? Okay, if you were to be looking at the charts right now, where do you think price is gonna go? Notice how price went sideways, 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 and then as soon as this candle breaks down, you get a pullback. Where is price gonna go? Okay, it's gonna go down, down. It forms another one. It goes back to that one. Where is it gonna go? Down. So this candle closes. Okay, this candle closes. Where do you think from here price is gonna go? We look down, we find a swing. Hello. 1, 2, 3. This is the candle that we closed above, right? So this is where price is gonna drop to. Right? So let's see. Right here, that's where price should drop to. All right. And all time frames, it's if you start applying what I'm showing you here, you will not have problem with directional bias, because once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Let's go on to US 30 for today. US 30. Let's remove this. Let's go on the daily. Something happened today that I want to show you. Same thing, right? Right there. I did not take this trade. Someone brought my attention to it, and I saw that yes, it was gonna go down. So when he brought my attention to it, price was I think here. Right, price was here, and he told me that he was short. So as soon as he told me, I was like, okay, I think you are in a good sell, because we had a swing low in here, and we had this this last candle. So price was gonna trade to that one. Okay. And as soon as he said it, I think within a couple of minutes it started dropping, when it dropped straight to that candle. Okay, so for today, I'm just showing you very few two things. One is on Enigma and one is on FX Mastery. And on FX Mastery, I'm showing you how you can determine your high time frame bias. Okay, so let's go back. I did um, I did share a trade on oil. Again, um, it's in the. Let me see if I can bring that one up. Do. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can bring it up. Okay, if I try to bring it up, the screen will disappear. The screen that I currently have will disappear. So next time I'll find a way to share two screens. Okay, I'm not sure. I've not done it before over here. So if it was Zoom, I would have done it easily, but I'm not on Zoom. But the trade I shared on oil, if you go into if you are in EFX, okay, go into the EFX liquidity pool, and then I'll show you how I came up with why price should seek this low. All right, why price should be seeking this low. So this is what led me to believe that price was going to come down here. Right, as soon as I saw this, right, what is that? It's a swing high. It's engulfing. So where's it going to go? Down here. Okay, so let's play it and see what happened. Boom. And we nailed it yesterday. Now let's go on to the weekly, because it's going to be fun on the weekly, because I'm expecting it to continue going lower. So I'm giving you a hint. What do we have here? That candle. Notice that 1, 2, 3, none of them is closing bearish. Okay. So this week, what I'm watching is, do we have the ability to close bearish below this candle? Okay, if we close bearish below this candle, then look down. Where do we have a swing low? Hello. Let me zoom up so you can see it properly. Right, this low is lower than that low, so this candle is important. You're gonna highlight this. That's where we're gonna trade to. That's if we close bearish. Okay, on the if we close bearish on the weekly time frame like this, going forward you should sell, and this is going to be nice, because if it gets down here, one of the seasonal trades that I like trading is buying oil in January, and I'll target back up here. So this is an impulse leg. I'm expecting it to retrace. Remember, if it forms the swing high, it's going to retrace down, and then it goes back up again. So If we do form that for this week, expect price to continue going lower to come somewhere in here, but I will expect them to drop and then maybe just hang around in here till January, and then January we start pushing price up to come and attack this high again. All right. Okay, let's go into a different chart. Let's come back here. Let's go to the futures market. Okay, let's look at some futures market. Okay, so this is the yen, right? So with this information that I've given you, right? If you want to, let's say, trade a cross pair, you want to trade a cross pair, right? Have two separate screens, put it on the daily. Okay, put it on the daily. Now, if you put it on the daily, this is going to give you something. Switch between each individual currency and then see which one is doing the opposite. So let's say, for example, for today, okay, notice that this one is not, it hasn't formed a swing low yet, but this one has. This is what the Swiss, this is Swiss, S1 is Swiss, right? So by the end of today, this one will form a swing low, right? This one will form a swing low. This one won't. It's not going to form a swing low. So what is that telling you? If you compare these two, it's showing you that the Swiss is stronger than that one. So there's a high probability that Swiss can continue going up to here. So if you go on to dollar Swiss, I'm sorry, Aussie Swiss, you should be able to sell it. And there you go. Just by understanding the relationship between these two, by comparing what is strong. Okay, by comparing what is strong, you can see that this one is stronger. Sorry, this one is stronger than that because we've confirmed the swing low. This one hasn't. All right, so if I look at Aussie Swiss and I look at the current price action, I think I should have come on this one earlier today, because if I did, I would have probably sold short this retracement. It looks nice. I would have sold short. As a matter of fact, I think I gave it to someone this week because the COT was showing that the Aussie was weak and the Swiss was strong. Could you do the DXY versus the British pound? Let's go on to DX and DXY versus B. Dixie is looking to trade by the end of today. I was watching it to see if it can close bearish, right? If it does close bearish as it is, then it's gonna look to trade there and then continue going up, because that's a swing low or some form of a engulfing. I use engulfing as a swing low, so they're gonna trade somewhere here. right there, and then continue going up. This one is going to trade to that. So it doesn't have enough room to the upside. So GBP USD is not going to go up much. It'll probably trade to, let's go, GBP USD will probably trade to, it will trade deeper into this one because that's where the daily low is. So it will trade into that one and then it will reject. The euro pound is bullish, so this one will probably run today's high tomorrow. It will run today's high into this and then it would potentially drop back down again. But look at the higher time frame, is bearish, so this is just a pullback. So look here, that's why I'm pointing you here, because it's bearish, it's not bullish. So your attention should be the draw on liquidity. Where is price looking to go? Down here. It's not looking to go up, it's looking to go down. This is just a pullback. The big legs are to the downside. Okay, the small legs are to the upside. So this is just coming up to go down. Okay, so go back to this. That's the Dixie. All right, and you can do, let's say CAD. Let's look at CAD. CAD is weak compared to the British pound. So pound CAD should go up. Let's see, GBP CAD. Where we at? Okay, on the daily, we've gone above this high. So we've traded through this one. So let's check the weekly and see what the weekly is up to. Okay, so the weekly had a swing high here. Right there. So chances are it's gonna go sideways. It is gonna go sideways because it's supposed to come back down again. So it will probably go sideways, up and down. So it's not worth taking it. Where can you join the course? Okay, so at the end of the presentation, I'll do the auto call. I'll send you a link. If you want to join, you can join us using the link that I'll provide you. Okay. You're gonna get me Mondays and Tuesdays in EFX. Now, the FX Mastery, you do have access to all the videos it's pre-recorded in the FX Mastery course. And to understand it more, you will have to obviously join my live sessions that I do all the time, because when I do the live sessions, I provide more understanding into price. Maybe the videos might be too static and you might have questions. So that's why the live sessions is for. And the live sessions are going to be Mondays and Tuesdays. So any Monday, Tuesday, if you join and you have any question about the videos that you've watched, then you can feel free to ask. All right. So at the end of this session, I will drop the auto call link, and then you can use that. All right, let's go back to this. Okay, so let's compare some pairs again. I think I like the Swiss. So Swiss is confirming a swing low, so I like that one. So let's look at other pairs. I don't like New Zealand because it has also traded into this. Okay, on the weekly, we are yet to trade down. We've not reached the level we need to reach. Okay, we need to reach here. Actually, we did. Okay, we have reached it. Let's look on the daily. Yeah, we need to go down a little bit more. I prefer it coming down a little bit more. So maybe they might play around in here. So I don't like this. But New Zealand Swiss could be a pair that you can look at tomorrow. Yeah, you can look at this going into tomorrow. If they break this low, then look down here. That's where you're going to be targeting. It's not much, but it's something. If they break this low, you look down here. All right. Let's go comparing. Let's put the euro. Let's look at euro. Okay, euro is also showing some strength, and euro still have room to the upside. I like it because I'm long on the pound, euro Aussie. I'm long on euro Aussie. Let's see. There you go. See how euro has formed a swing low right there, and this one is yet to form a swing low. Okay, so this can travel to there. At the same time, this one hasn't, so we cannot confirm that it's going to come up here. We have to close bullish tomorrow, and this one has already closed bullish. So euro Aussie, now you see why I'm long on this pair. And voila. Okay, you see why I'm long on this pair. I actually I pre-recorded the why this pair should go up. So when it was trading down there, I pre-recorded it because I was giving it to someone to take it. And you can see where we are currently. So this was done on the 15th of November. And I was pointing them to the calendar because we had Aussie news, red news. It was, I think, rate announcement or something like that. And I anticipated that they might use that as a smoke screen, or they might use that for maybe the reason to, make Aussie weak. And it did work out. Right? So that was the trade there. And we've hit TP2 nicely today, expecting price to continue going higher. What else do we have? Let's look at the Jappy. Jappy. Jappy is not doing anything. It failed to close bullish, right? It failed to close bullish yesterday, and today it's just been sideways. So Jappy is kind of sideways. So maybe Euro Yen can push up. I've looked at Euro Yen. I don't like it. It's traded into a bearish order block, so I don't like it. But I did anticipate it doing that. It missed my level by a pip. Okay, I think it touched it. Nope, it didn't. Yeah, it didn't touch it. That's what I was anticipating it to touch. Missed it by a pip, and then big rejection. Maybe tomorrow it might push up. On the weekly, however, you can see how beautiful. If you really understand what I'm showing you, it's so powerful. It's easy but very powerful. So I've been selling Euro Yen since up here, right there. As soon as we closed, that's it. Every week sell. Every week sell till we get down here. And then inside this, I drop down to the daily and I find this one. Not that one. I find this one here. And that's where I traded to. So I took a sell that day. Even though we were very low, I took a sell here. All right. I'm going to show you one more and then I will call it a day because I'm exhausted. EuroCAD. Let's look at EuroCAD. Yeah, let's have a look at EuroCAD. I haven't seen what it's doing, but we can have a look. EuroCAD. I'm not surprised it's pushing up. Okay. So if you understood what I was teaching or what I showed you today, let's cut this one off right there. Today, today was a buy day to go up here. So price was meant to go right up there. And let's drop down to the lower time frame and see where I could have got an entry. And let's go to a H4. Okay, I would have bought if we retrace into this gap. If we retrace into this gap, I'll buy it. Especially this candle's high. If we touch it, I'm gonna buy it. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame, and I want to see it drop there during the kill zone. All right, it didn't get there. So that was a missed trade, but I could have got in somewhere in here. That was another gap. And then it went straight to that level, right? So that was a good trade. Okay, just by understanding what I shared with you today, you can go into any chart, put it on the daily time frame, see what price is doing, find the easiest ones, don't complicate it. Let's see. Okay, this one was another good trade today. Cut. So if you understood what I showed you, and you were trading today, where would you target? Down here, right? Even though it's very close, let's drop down to the lower time frame. We should be touching this and this one. We should be touching this and that one. So on the 1 hour time frame, this gap, I would have sold short here. I will sell short here with a stop loss above this candle's high and then target this. There you go. It went further, but that's fine. Yeah, BC, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. It's more, it's balance. I'm using balance price range. Okay, I was selling the balance price range. Okay, let's go into the daily. Euro, Swiss, nothing on this one. Let's check on the weekly. Nothing on that one. Euro pound, nothing on this. Let's go back to the daily. We've just looked at that one. Dollar Swiss. Okay, cool. Let's look at dollar Swiss because I think we might have something here. All right, this is an engulfing candle. So we're gonna use this one. That price should be trading here. Drop down to the H4. We might trade all the way up to here, maybe. but I'll use this as my first TP, and then I'll let it run to that level. Okay, so where can I sell short? Let's go into the hourly. Let's see if I can find a level to sell short. All right, I think I like this one. Small little one. Dollar Swiss is a pair that I hate. I hate it. hate it. Let's check the 15 minutes. Okay, the 15, let's check the 5. Trying to see if I can find an imbalance down there. Somewhere here. There. Right. So maybe this bearish order block will be nice. And then I'll leave my stop loss above that high. So something like this. And then target down here with this as my first TP. Okay, so I sell short here, leave my stop loss there, first TP, second TP, something like that. Okay. That's it, pretty much. Very easy, right? Prices, if you spend time, okay, these things, I don't learn it anywhere. They just jump onto me because I spend all my time in front of the screen. So when I spend all my time in front of the screen, these are the things that just comes to you naturally. Okay. And you just add few things that you understand to it, and then there you go. You can make it very simple for yourself. Okay, so today you've been baptized. You've been baptized into price action. So if you want to understand more about price, I'm gonna drop the link as usual, the auto call. Just sign up. That's all I can say. Just sign up. Where's that beautiful link? Just be part of EFX because we have so much things going on in EFX. You are going to enjoy it. Okay. We have so much in EFX. You will enjoy it. So this is the link. Let's see if it works. There you go. Okay, that's the link. You're more than welcome to join us in EFX. You will have access to myself. You have access to my colleague, two other colleagues that are amazing. We have tools that is just gonna help you trade. That's all. We have tools that is gonna help you trade. Let me put one of them on. Okay. Let me put one of them on. Enigma today. Show you. Enigma would have given you the sell, right? Enigma would have given you the sell today, hit TP, with the understanding, pullback pips, pullback pips. That's one the awesome man himself. Where is it gone? Where are you? There is. pullback pips. It's gonna give you the direction. Notice that I pointed that this should go down. Pullback pips, right? Pullback pips is also telling you which direction is going, right? It's showing you that we are bearish. You're supposed to be focusing on bearishness. Now I give you the high time frame understanding. Pullback pips gives you um, you know, something to see, because maybe when I'm showing you without anything, it might be okay, you don't understand it, right? But this one tells you that okay, hang on, we are in red zone, we are selling. All right. And then Enigma will be like, there you go, enter here, stop loss goes here, your target's in there. And with the understanding that I gave you on this particular pair, I said it should be dropping somewhere here. All right, it should be dropping somewhere there. So if you go back to the hourly and it's telling you that we are still bearish, tomorrow morning Enigma gives you a trade. Where do you think you want to, do you want to buy it? Hell no, you want to sell it. And where are you going to target? Here and there. Okay, now Mr. Tirado, who's part of the educators, he's gonna talk you more through pullback pips because that's his specialty. I use pullback pips as well, but in my own special way. He is a master of this. He's gonna tell you how to exactly use it to get ninja entries. So he uses the 30 minutes and then he points to you some things that I don't see. I see candles and I use logic, but he sees something else that he will use. Pardon me, let me have a drink. Oh, you are so funny. So there's a comment. I'm gonna read it so you guys can, those of you on Facebook, you're gonna hear it. Someone is asking, any discount code, ask and it shall be given. Indeed, if you don't ask, you don't get. Go on to Facebook. If you have Facebook, go on to Facebook, search for Elevated FX. So if you go onto Facebook, search for Elevated FX. All right, let me see if I can find it for you. Right, go onto Facebook, search for this, join the group, and then send me a DM. Okay, I'll see what I can do for you. So that's the group. Go on to Facebook, search for it, DM me, and then I'll see what I can do. Okay. So search for that on Facebook, join the group, and then I'll see what that, DM me and I'll see what I can do. All right. No problema. Niente problema. Okay, so if you're all good, thank you all for joining. I hope you've learned something new and I hope you've taken notes, because if you don't take notes, you're going to forget everything that I said. So make sure you did take notes. And then, yeah, I'll see you again same time next week. don't forget, it's Enigma and FX Mastery. All right. I forgot to add Mr. Ninja to it. Ninja Osman is gonna give you 1 minute entry. Now, sometimes I wonder how he gets his 1 minute entries, but I don't like that time frame. But he would have given you. I got in here. Now I'm bringing Osman in because he's the one that will give you the 1 to 200, 1 to 50 trades. I'll give you 1 to 3, 1 to 4 because I'm on the high time frame. He will be like, okay, let's drop down to the lower time frame and then find a 1 minute entry. So let's see. I understand the way he trades, but I don't have that eye. So I'm gonna show you where he would have got in. Let's go back and hide all this group. Where's that group? There. Let's hide everything. Okay. I got in on the H4, right? Here. Where we at? Yeah, zoom in. I'm closing. Okay, I'm closing with this. I got in on the H4 right here. This was my entry. I was buying this down candle. Okay, as soon as we formed the swing low, I bought this down candle, the retracement. But let me show you what Osman would have done. Mr. Sniper. And where is it gone? There. So this is the entry that you would have got from Usman. Okay, right here. This would be the breaking structure. And the last down candle would be this one. This one here. That would have been the entry you probably get from him. Okay, enter here, and then you'll be riding this. If you apply my logic and you apply his entry, that will be your entry. So you'll be getting in. Let me put it there so you can see it. Obviously, your stop loss is going to be below this low. Let's go into the hourly time frame and see where you got in. There you go. This would be, if you apply what Osman will show you, who's in our FX Mastery group, this is what you get from him. 1 to 41. If you hold on to it, that, and if you understand why I think price should come up here based on the logic I gave you on the high time frame, okay, then that's what you get. And maybe you can scale in. If you understand what you're looking for, you can scale in as price is going up. All right, so as a group, we are a force to reckon with. So I give you the logic on the high time frame. Mr. Tirado will give you pullback pips and then show you how he can give you ninja entries, okay, based on just visualize what trend we are in and what liquidity pool price supposed to be targeting. And then Osman will be like, okay, I know you got the direction, I know you got your entry, but let me give you a ninja entry. And then he'll give you something like that. But he'll give you the understanding on why you want to go into that lower time frame. Now, I'm not the sort of person, I don't have that patience. I can, not that I can, but I don't have that time. Okay. I might be, at the time of the entry, I'll probably be looking after my son or doing something. That's why I took you on the H4 and then forgot about it. Because on the H4, I don't have to babysit it. But if you are the sort of person that you don't have this kind of commitment, then ninja entries will be good for you. Okay. All right, that's all I have for you for today. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. For those of you that want to join us, like I said, go onto Facebook, go onto the group chat, the group, join it, and then DM me, and then we'll see what we can do. We take it from there. Okay. Um, in EFX, you if you go onto the Facebook, you will see myself in there. I have a lovely family. Okay, once you join, okay, you will see the live session that you watched. I'll be the host, right? You click on my name, you'll see me there. If you've added me on Facebook, just DM me. If you know how to DM, direct message me. All right. And I'll see you soon.